Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Alexandra Tomeko and I am the Pantless Planner. So after 18 years in the field of B2B event planning, running festivals, international conferences, retreats, incentive groups, I've decided to hang up my pants and help teach you how to plan any type of an event. So today we're going to go over understanding the different pieces of any event. When I say any event, it is exactly that. It can be a dinner, a private dinner for family and friends, or an international festival or conference. These are the main four things that I've identified that are going to have a piece in play for your event. So these are the four: attendees and guests, vendors, marketing and sales, planning and logistics. And we're going to go into each one. Okay, so guests, why are they important? It's who they are for. They should be your main focus. So you need to focus on thinking about how you're making them feel. How are you serving them? What are you doing for them? What are you, whether it's selling them or inviting them to, right? They make the event. Without people, there is no event, right? So we need people there to connect, to network, to build a community, whether it is a dinner, if you're just, cooking and making a dinner for yourself and you host and there's no one there, it's not a dinner event. It's not a dinner party. If you create a festival and you have no one attend or no speakers, then it's not a festival, right? So this is a really key piece of knowing who your attendees not only are, but what are you doing for them? Vendors. Okay. So vendors is a hospitality term, and it can be defined as anyone who's giving their services or products in order to help create your event, right? It's a little gray, and so venues don't necessarily count as vendors, but in this case, I'm kind of looping them all in one, right? So these can be photographers, other event planners, decoral, florals, entertainment, speakers, anything like that, food and beverage vendors as well. So anything that allows you to create an epic event, that is who your vendor is going to be. Marketing and sales. This is really important. And this really isn't about the marketing and the financial thing. It's about the buy-in, right? How are you getting the word out and how are you getting people to buy into your event? And so if it's a small dinner party, how are you getting people to say yes, right? Are you doing it on a convenient time, on a convenient day? Are you messaging them? Are you putting them in a group chat? Right? What makes them want to come? Are you helping with their dietary restrictions? How are you getting their buy-in? And then when we're talking on more corporate or to make money, that's how are you marketing, right? So how are you getting in front of these people? So many times people confuse marketing with sales. They are not the same things, which is why here it says marketing and sales. So marketing gets you seen, sales gets you sold, right? So tell me who you are and then where should I pay? Let's break it down that way. So making sure that it's clear, it's getting out there, and then it's easy to pay for. Food and beverage. So this is kind of the extra or the bonus one. Food and beverage. Food and beverage. This is kind of the extra or the bonus one. For me, it is crucial and the crux of any event to have food because it's a leveler. It gives great topics of conversation. People feel cared for. And each of these I'm going to go in and make a longer video about, but this is just kind of an overview. So technically food and beverage does fall under vendors. You have a food and beverage vendor, but I do it as, a separate thing. And then rule of thumb is to make sure that you're considering every restriction. Right now, we're living in a world where people are highly allergic or have a lot of dietary restrictions, and that's to each their own, right? But making things accessible, especially if you are going to have food to them, really enhances your chance of not only them coming back, but them really feeling taken care of, and then them helping to promote you through word of mouth. Planning and logistics. Now, the food is the crux, but how the food gets there is all here. This is what I love about events and what I've been doing for so many years. imagine everything is like a piece of a puzzle, right? So everything is seen, measured, and then how it's going to actually fit in with each other. This is the phase where you run through multiple scenarios and look and try to prevent any problems that or issues that could arise within the event before you arrive to the day, right? So that can be timelines, that's budgeting, that's planning the marketing, that's organizing speakers, knowing what they're going to say, that's placing the orders with vendors, right? All of that comes under planning and logistics. It can feel really overwhelming, but just good practice. Throw things in Notion or in Excel. Please, please, please start using Excel. I'm gonna do a whole video on that. But really have it organized in a good fashion where then you can help and have people help you by delegating it, right? So planning and logistics is about 80% of every event. That's what you don't see, right? So as an event planner, it's funny because I'll be offered to take a commission for an event. And I always say no because it's based on, the marketing and sales and the fulfillment and the filling of the guests and attendees, which we talked about, of that event, not for the planning of the event, which is already done, which is a lot of the work, right? So it's really, really important. So that is all the 4 components that we have today. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you have any questions or comments, please comment below if you liked it. And apparently you're supposed to say, please subscribe to my channel.